Yeah, so that's 1 plus the 1, and then you can carry that. Yes, I'm just doing a... Never mind that. Today's lesson is about how to deal with the believer. I would definitely recommend that you don't waste your time, but if you're a glutton for punishment and you feel like you want to drop your IQ level a little bit, then I have a plan going into this. I've outlined a few red flags for you. See, because the flag is, see, it's red. That flag. Beware if they start using words like all, everything, everyone, because clearly it's observable that there's no overall absolute consensus. If there was, we wouldn't be talking, yes. They'll throw a couple of jabs your way, some half-truths, loaded questions, meaningless questions, really. How high is up? Is everything possible? If a tree falls in the forest and it makes, does it make a noise? You might hear an argument based on an appeal to either fear or a threat. If you don't believe in God, you can burn in hell. You will witness some hardcore biasness happening right about now, confirmation bias to be exact. Here's an example. I prayed for a sunny day and then the clouds parted. My hell! Of course, they'll fail to mention the time they prayed for mom's cancer to go away, and well, the results were less than satisfactory. The old circle jerk might start right about now, and what I mean by that is circular reasoning, really. They will state in their proposition that of which they aim to prove. God exists because the Bible says so, and so because God influenced the Bible, see how it... They may even start appealing to ignorance as evidence. We have no evidence that he doesn't exist, so therefore he must. I would of course say to them that no, the burden of proof would be on you. I can't prove something doesn't exist. I could certainly try, it's very easy. Just hold up this empty box and go, see, there's nothing. That's it. There's nothing there. Do you see? If you make extraordinary claims, then you must have extraordinary evidence to support it. It's not asking for too much. At this point, you'll see a 360-degree shift in attitude. The goody two-shoe believer will suddenly go on the attack. This is triggered when they can no longer defend their position by using evidence, facts, or reason. He or she may instead go after the opponent instead of the argument. You scientists have no morals. These type of statements don't hurt our feelings. They are merely trying to demonize the enemy, like saying Hitler read Darwin books, therefore evolution leads to the Holocaust. This, of course, is quite a logical fallacy we have on our hands, but if you could somehow prove that by Hitler reading these books it did lead to the Holocaust, it still would not imply a falsehood to, say, the theory of evolution. Of course, one bit of information, he did read other books such as the Bible. He grew up a Roman Catholic, defended Christianity, fought against atheism, and you can prove this simply by looking up some of his speeches where he claims to be doing God's work. You'll notice the true believer will start changing the subject rapidly. They'll do things like they'll pick the word out of the last sentence you said, like Hitler work God's ways. I mean, can we even understand what God's ways are? How can you and I, for example, would understand? Because he works in mysterious ways. Don't let off now. Keep them focused. Demand an answer. Once you have them boxed in the corner like rabbits in headlights, they will inevitably play their last-ditch final effort. The faith card. Faith, by definition, of course, is to have a firm belief in something of which there is no proof. That sounds like a bit of an admission of defeat to me, doesn't it, right there? Because it should be over. They don't have any proof. What are we even talking? I mean, we've come so far, I guess. I mean, well, it's only been a little over 100 years so since Darwin had that great idea, and it's not that long ago, really. I mean, as compared to all the thousands of years of kind of the superstitious stranglehold, I can see why it's still there, this type of thinking, but we've learned so much since then, you know. It's why hang on to it? We're these great minds. We know we're here. We're self-aware. Of course, there's the flip side to self-awareness. We know that we exist. We know of non-existence, death. And that's scary. I'm scared of death, you know. I mean, it's not a pleasant thing to think about. Maybe that's why the other explanations, as irrational as they may seem, or they do promise immortality, which we all want to live and go on. We don't want to think this is it. But they can't tell you that you can't have morals without this book or this belief or all that stuff. That's not true. It's absolutely not true. I'm living proof of that. You can define your own life. Matter of fact, if you don't have that promise to be living forever, you're going to make more of it now. You'll understand how precious it is now, the short time you have. Don't bank on the afterlife and not live now. This is what it is. This is it. We need to get along now. These more things and ideas to separate us doesn't make any sense. We got to grow up already as a species. So you can either be part of the problem or part of the solution. Which one? And it's 2, and it's 2 with the 0 with 112. That's 2012, and that.